Welcome to Nerd Jersey. My name is Alex Bond.
And I'm Nicole Herview.
And here are some stuff that happened while I was away.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Today we're going to cover some stuff that happened the week leading up to San Diego Comic-Con.
Which was poorly timed with my trip.
A long time ago. You jerk. Don't ever do that to me again.
I forgot.
And some stuff that was announced and leaked, unfortunately leaked from San Diego Comic-Con.
Fortunately and
Fortunate for us.
Right.
I'm pumped about it. But it seems like Warner Brothers ain't too happy.
Well, yeah, it looks like there were two different ways that the studios went about dealing with that. So Warner Brothers went the route of like, well, everybody's seen it, so we might as well release Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And the folks over at Fox with Deadpool are not going to release anything official for a few more weeks.
Yeah, but didn't they tweet something? They were like, well, damn it. They tweeted something that just was
but Ryan
so
Reynolds then said, all right, we're not going to release anything official for a couple of weeks. And then that was that. Yeah. And it probably won't be the Red Band trailer that we all saw a leak of.
But holy crap. But we're going to go through all of that.
Yes, we will.
Also, in hockey life.
Local news.
The Stanley Cup is coming to our town.
Middletown, New Jersey. July 30th, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, the Middletown Arts Center. I will be at work.
I will be there.
I'm trying to get away out of it, but if not, I am making a cardboard cutout of myself and sending it with you or somebody or...
With me.
Yeah.
It can come with me. I can deal with that.
And, it'll be almost like the real thing.
I mean, it'll be just as thin.
Ouch. Cold.
Sorry,
cold.
dude.
Cold. And usually, in weather such as this, cold would be welcome, but that was just uncalled for.
Sorry, man.
It's hot,
You
man.
served it up, and I just had to...
Just spike it down on my face.
Yeah, I really had to.
I went outside for 2 minutes yesterday while I was at work, and...
Died?
I came back in and I was sweating, like, profusely.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's warm. Welcome to Jersey.
I kind of like... Now, when we first started doing this basement was unbearably cold, and now it's like a welcoming cold.
Well, I put my flannel on the second I got down here.
Yeah, that was probably a good call.
Flannel.
Well, anyway,
let's go through it. So I'm going to go in chronological order. So we're going Back to the Future.
No.
Real quick.
What?
No, I'm going back like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought there was Back to the Future news. I was like, no.
Oh, no. I wish there was Back to the Future news, but then again, I'm not sure we would want that.
Well, actually, I think they're going to re-release the trilogy.
Okay,
I think I saw that somewhere. That's all the news I ever want to hear from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
No
I don't
remakes, no reboots.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, so the first little happy thing that I heard that the world has also heard a million times, but I'm bringing it back up. I don't care. So Jared Leto sent everyone in the Suicide Squad gifts when he wasn't there filming. He sent, like, Will Smith a box of bullets and, like, a threatening, like, note or whatever. And he sent Margot...
So they weren't friendly notes.
They were not nice notes, except for Margot Robbie's, which was a love letter.
But they were in-character gifts.
Absolutely.
They weren't a box of chocolates and roses.
No, it wasn't
nice. Hey guys,
nice.
you're doing great work here.
He sent Margot a love letter and a live rat. And I literally have written down in my little notebook, Jared Leto sends Margot Robbie a rat, so now I'm happy. Like, that made me really, really happy. But what made me happier is that she kept it and named it Rat Rat.
Which is beautiful. Which is so perfect for her and the character she's playing.
Like, I was excited about her being Harley. Now I'm really, really excited about her being Harley.
Well, yeah, because it's one thing to be able to portray it well, but that's kind of a sign that she's embodying it, which is nice.
Oh my god. She gets it.
Yeah.
That's all that told me. That, like, even if she didn't know exactly who Harley Quinn was when she got this role or whatever, like, she gets it. And that makes me really, really happy. Second bit of news that came out before SDCC was that we're getting a Harry Potter play, which is canon.
Really?
Yeah, it's canon. It's being made by J.K. Rowling.
Wow.
Jack Thorne and John Tiffany. Those are the people making it. It's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And Joe Rowling has said it is canon. Like, it is new
after,
Harry Potter
like
adventure.
After all the crap that
think
happened?
It's after. But, like, right after.
That would seem to make sense.
You know, like, in between the end of, the Battle of Hogwarts and the epilogue that we have in the book.
Right.
I think. That I'm not positive about. From what I haven't read a lot about it, but I just know that it's real and it's gonna be in London, I think. So we gotta take a plane to go see it. But hopefully they'll bring it over here.
I'm sure they will.
Eventually.
It'll do the American Idiot thing where it starts off in some little suburb of California and it grows and it goes worldwide.
So that. I'm really pumped about that as a Potterhead.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
That'd be great. Is it a musical or is it a...
I think it's just a play.
Okay.
If it was a musical, that would be interesting.
I mean, that would be probably too much like a Harry Potter musical.
Which is...
But it is
good
brilliant.
enough.
It is brilliant.
Good enough.
I don't know. It seems like to set itself apart, it would make more sense for... Yeah.
You stole my notebook.
I did. I want to see where we're going. There's something else I forgot to bring up before we got down here that should be brought up.
Right after the next... Okay.
Yeah, so let me just write that in. It's very short.
Real quick thing, Amelia Clark of Game of Thrones said that there is a 50-50 shot that Jon Snow is coming back.
In my mind, there is a 100% shot that Jon Snow comes back.
I agree with that, especially we heard that the director... I think the director told President Obama whether Jon Snow's alive or not.
Oh, yeah. Did we talk about this? Did we talk about it?
We talked about it privately.
On the mics or without the mics?
Without the mics, I think.
Okay.
That, the president knows.
Yeah, he gets to, the both blessing and curse of being the president is that you get to know shit.
Yeah.
So when you want to get to know shit, it's great. But if you don't want anything spoiled for you, but someone might take it upon themselves to be like, all right, you're the head of state and you should know. Therefore, there's a fervor in the population.
You should just know that this is what's happening. Or he just was like, dude, I want to know. I'm the president. Tell me.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So that's cool. What's your thing?
So, with Comic-Con, there was news regarding our DC TV shows.
Yes.
The most, I guess, highlighted event was the reveal of some certain things from the upcoming season of Arrow. There's a new suit, which is more reminiscent of the comic book, particularly the New 52 run of Green Arrow. And they will start referring to him as Green Arrow and not the Hood or not the Arrow. And they are renaming the city it takes place in as Star City. So it's going back to it's going back to the roots of the comic and to be very much more related to the Oliver Queen character and the Green Arrow as it was in the books and not really the show. Because the show kind of set itself apart and was very different. There were some characters coming in and out, but Black Canary was a different member of the Lance family. And actually, it was two different ones. But they did a lot of things with the characters. They took a lot of creative liberty, which was great, and it did a very good job, but now they're going to kind of bring it home. Now that they're building this big universe with The Flash and with Supergirl, that show coming out, it's all the same executive producer, Greg Berlanti, so that's happening.
You got the DCCU cinematic universe, and then you kind of have your TV universe.
And the way that The Flash is going, is they seem to be introducing multiverse things, so there is this running idea, nothing confirmed. This is almost like the idea that every character of James Bond is a different name is a different person with the moniker James Bond.
Right.
That it's it's all the same thing, the same storyline. People believe that with the multiverse thing, we can have both of these universes, the TV universe and the movies, together. And that so season 2 of Flash is going to involve all three Flashes: Barry Allen, Wally West, Jay Garrick.
You're all going to be about it.
And then the other thing is what if one of these universes is the DC cinematic universe, where there's a different Flash, and it's probably going to be Barry Allen, but it's an idea. We'll see how that pans out.
That's interesting. Next point, I don't want to get into too much because, I mean, I know that during the seasons of these shows, we're going to talk about it a lot. But Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead both premiered their trailers.
They're 4 to 5 minute spectacles of what's to come. And
Right.
good lord.
Fear the Walking Dead seems very interesting for those of us who actually did want to know what the hell happened there.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen so many movies where it's like, here's the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, and that's the movie.
That's where my concern lies with the show. I think,
Right.
given who's behind it, it's going to be done really
Kirkman
well.
is Kirkman.
Yeah. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and I just hope it can do enough to set itself apart from these other zombie origin movies that
think it
all
will.
seem to take part. Because what really set The Walking Dead apart was that, all right, you have before the apocalypse, then he wakes up in hospital some indeterminate amount of time afterward,
Right.
and now everything's
like-
already died down.
If I had to guess, because I don't think it was ever said exactly how long it had been, but if I had to guess, and I've read the books too, so, but if I had to guess, I'd say a month or two has
Only?
gone by.
When
Yeah.
he wakes up?
He'd be dead. Like, there's,
That's
like,
true.
literally there's no way.
That's true.
I mean, I think even in a month or two, the dude would be dead, but, you know, it's clearly been some time. So I would give it a month. I'd give it 4 weeks to 6 weeks, something like that.
Because that's a lot. That's a ravaged world that he wakes up to.
Yeah, I know, but think about how fast shit would fall apart. Like, people panic at Black Friday.
Oh God.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's hell.
You are so right.
Like, think about that. So if people started eating other people and people started rising from the grave and crap, like, I think the world would fall apart that much that quick.
What I do like about the idea of watching these two things almost side by side is that we're going to get to see zombies that look way more like people in Fear the Walking Dead.
Walkers, not zombies.
Sorry. But
It's
they're gonna be like, you know, fresh corpses. Like they're gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very jolting to see someone that looks just like a human, like with probably minimal makeup.
That's
beyond
what's gonna be
some features.
cool.
And it's gonna be
Definitely.
terrifying. And then in this Walking Dead trailer, do we have runners now?
It looked for
There was
The
a-
Walking Dead.
Yes.
It seems like there are runners, which makes little sense just because, like, we started to get the more decrepit zombies.
Yes.
I said it. The more decrepit walkers and the more, you know, the weaker, like, thinner, gaunt looking things.
One of the scariest things I've ever seen on that show was one of the scenes from, I think, the season before this past. I think it was season 4.
Yeah.
When
If you're going to say what I think you're going to say, I'm really excited.
in the waterlogged library, there were all the zombies that were like totally almost drowned out, and that was the most terrifying.
That was this season, but it was in
It was very early, right?
like first half.
Oh,
like,
that's right. Now AMC's breaking up the.
Yeah, because we got like 2 halves of a season.
Yes,
that
and
was
that
the first
was
half. That's why you're thinking.
so like just really awful to watch. Like
It was like the
I
well
clammed up.
walker.
Yeah.
The well walker is like anytime you like give them water, it's like holy crap.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the moss walker
Oh.
because I was at Comic-Con when they showed us that. And Greg Nicotero was like, "Look at this guy! Look what I did!" And I was like, "Mother of God!"
If you haven't, I suggest if it's still on Netflix. I'm not sure if it is. I watched it a few months ago, like around Halloween time. It's a documentary around Greg Nicotero's work in the zombie genre, starting with
cool.
working with George Romero.
Yeah.
And just how he's developed that and become not just a zombie guru, but a makeup and special effects guru in a very
What a
practical
guy.
sense. Very interesting to watch. I learned a lot of things about how they do some of those effects, like a bullet to the head.
Yeah.
I never knew how they did that, but that was really intriguing
it's cool,
to watch.
right?
Yeah.
I watched they had a special on AMC about the Walker School, and I totally want to do it. Like I said, it's on the bucket list to go down to Georgia and just be like, make me a walker. The problem is I'm not gaunt enough, and I'm like really like short. So
I can do it.
They'd have to make me like a kid.
I think I
but
can do it.
You could do it.
I think I could do it.
You could absolutely do it. They'd have fun with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't enjoy. I mean, I did enjoy, but you know, it caused me distress in the Walking Dead trailer when it's like, oh, it looks like it ends, and then all of a sudden it's like a good 30 seconds of just Daryl in peril.
Yep.
And I was like, why are you doing this to me? I was literally screaming. Like,
Now, they did that last year with the Season 5 trailer release, where we got the whole, they're gonna end up in Alexandria, and then blah 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 blah, and then Walking Dead, and then pause, and then Beth. Yeah. And we know what happened there.
Shut the hell up, dude. Norman Reedus has already said he will burn the set down and still show up to work every day if they kill him. So I really don't think they will.
I like to believe that if they did kill him on the show, he'll still show up in every episode as a walker in the background, but you'll see him.
Yeah.
And he'll just be kind of like floating in the background. You're like, oh shit, it's Daryl.
Yeah, Norman would be like,
but they'll never kill zombie.
Show.
They'll never kill zombie Daryl.
No, they wouldn't. They'd be like, let him go, he'll be fine. And then like the walker starts like using the crossbow.
Oh my god, and that reminds me of
eating rats and crap.
Red Dead Redemption, the Undead Nightmare thing. After you beat that DLC, you are still you become zombie John Marston, and you still have like guns and crap, and you're just roaming.
That's insane.
The Wild West as a zombie, killing other zombies.
I'm kind of a fan. All right, let's get to what we really want to talk to.
Yes, this will be the second half.
Talk about, speak to. 3 trailers that
which
really...
I've watched so many times.
I know, really blew my mind. And I guess we'll pick which one our favorite was out of the 3.
God, okay. Can we start with Deadpool?
We can start with Deadpool.
I'm going to get lost in...
I know. The other two are going to drive me insane. But we're doing Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, and Deadpool. But let's do Deadpool first. Even though I saw Deadpool last. That's the one I got to see last out of all 3. But what are your feelings about Deadpool? Have you read Deadpool?
I started to, yeah.
Okay.
I got a collection of his earlier runs.
Okay.
Before he hasn't, in what I've read, it's not quite the fourth wall breaking Deadpool, but there is still a lot of a sense of fun and mouthing off. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm getting a sense for the character from the pages more than what I've gotten from like select screen caps and things that people put on Reddit and put on the internet and that I'll read through. So I've always liked the idea of him as a character, but now I get to actually experience it, and I am very excited about this movie. Not just like the fact they're going to use the character, and obviously based on what we saw, it's going to be pretty heavily R-rated.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I love a lot of the casting choices, and I think that Ryan Reynolds and T.J. Miller are going to have so much fun together, going like bantering back and forth on screen. Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
I mean, I started getting into Deadpool, and this is almost embarrassing. Started getting into Deadpool around the time that crappy Wolverine Origins movie came out. And I loved it at the time. I was like, this is great. Hugh Jackman, look at him. And then I was like, wait a second, this is awful. And Ryan Reynolds played some strange version of Deadpool in that film. That is not Deadpool at all.
He played a version of Wade Wilson. He didn't play a version of Deadpool.
Yeah, but they called him Deadpool.
At the end.
And I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god. With the swords coming out of his hands and the laser vision.
Yeah.
And the lack of a mouth.
The lack of a mouth. That was the whole thing, that they, I don't know took away his mouth.
The studio execs thought that's what people wanted when they thought, hey, yeah, we want to see Deadpool on the screen. But before any of that happened to him, he was a great Wade Wilson.
He was a good Wade Wilson.
And I'm really glad that the studios weren't like, well, we tried with Ryan Reynolds, so here's this guy as Deadpool.
Exactly. He was
I'm glad they just decided, you know what? No, we're going to...
Perfect choice.
We're going to do it with Ryan Reynolds, and it's going to be actual Deadpool.
But that's when I started to get into Deadpool, because I read what other people were saying, and I thought him as Wade Wilson was really cool. And then they were like, but that's not Deadpool, this is Deadpool. And I was like, oh, why don't I start reading Deadpool? So I would read some stuff online, and I knew a lot of stuff. And when I started actually reading books, it was one of the first things I bought was Deadpool. So I haven't gotten deep into his book, his library, basically. But I know enough to know that this trailer is perfect. I mean... He has several different origin stories, so it's going to be, or lack thereof.
But it seems like they're going with the general idea that he has cancer and he went through some kind of growth factor to get rid of it, and it just mutated everything else. Mm-hmm. When you look at him unmasked in the comics, holy God, is it awful.
It's gruesome.
And they're not going to go quite that graphic. You're still going to be able to see Ryan Reynolds over there, but...
Because he's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but it's going to be a hell of a movie. And I like how we get Colossus... in there.
Yeah.
There's a little shot of him throwing him into a car, then all of them standing side by side. because they said Colossus was going to be in this movie played by the same gentleman who played him in the X-Men movies.
Right.
So this is going to be tied in, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
But you got everything in that trailer. They gave you a little bit of everything. He broke the fourth wall. He cursed. He killed a lot of people. He was, getting involved with some ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything Deadpool does, he did for, like, half a second in this trailer. And I was like, yes! Now I know you're going to do all of these things. Thank you.
Yes.
Like, it was a nice little taste. And, like, Ryan Reynolds is, like, funny or whatever, but, like, there's just one moment where, like, he's just, like, he's talking, what character is it? Oh, my God, I just watched it. When he's, like, who the hell are you? And the kid says, like, whatever, or she says, like...
I shall pull it up.
Yeah, and he's just like, what the shit? And it's just, I was like, there's Deadpool. Like, I was like, you know what I mean? Goddamn words.
I know, right?
I was just like, there he is. And I was so filled with joy. And I remember I woke up and it was like, Deadpool trailer leaks. And I was like, what? And I watched it that morning, and it's the first thing I did, and I was so happy. My day was made. That was it. It was the best way to start a day ever. Who's the character, Bond? Help.
I am getting to it.
It's probably on IMDb already.
It probably is. I have jumped straight to Wikipedia.
That's fine, too.
And it is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
There it is. There it is. And he's just like, what the shit?
Yeah.
And I just really enjoyed it, a lot.
That's going to be really cool to see him on screen.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel...
Well, in the same vein...
I don't know. I kind of knew they were going to handle it well.
Yeah, and in the same vein as that trailer was the Ash vs. Evil Dead trailer that came out, the Stars show.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to really kind of embody the same stuff that the original trilogy had.
Right.
The Sam Raimi stuff. And Sam Raimi is showrunner for this. And he directed the pilot. That one's going to be a lot of fun, too. I'm very excited about that. That's another one that's going to be funny, but also kind of creepy to watch, and everything looks like it's done practically, which I love when they do practical effects like that. So that's another one I'm very much looking forward to.
Right. But we got a Suicide Squad BVS.
Yes, we do. We do.
BVS sold me with this trailer. I was going to see it, but...
There's so much to break down just in watching it over and over and pausing at certain parts.
I know. The Robin stuff and the death of the family stuff really, really got me.
I want to get into that in a moment, but there's some certain visuals that were very striking to me. There was a shot that looked like it was going to be early Batman.
Yeah.
Him in that desert landscape fighting off the guys with the Superman logo on their shoulders.
Mm-hmm. The red capes are coming.
Yes, and there was the red capes are coming thing, so I feel like there might be this idea that Lex Luthor has amassed an army of mercenaries to wear Superman's symbol to try and, in a plot for defamation. Right. And some idea that, he's going to do what he can to turn the public against Superman.
Which is interesting.
A guy I work with has a theory that he's going to use Zod's body to create Doomsday.
Which is still driving me nuts.
Because in the comics, I believe Doomsday was created using Superman's blood, so in a similar vein, they can use a Kryptonian body to create...
Yeah, you could use Zod's body.
So,
Zod's buddy, I said.
Zod's buddy.
Zod's body.
Mm-hmm. Now, would he be played by Michael Shannon?
Ooh.
Or would they just kind of use it as a vessel and then through the creation of Doomsday it would change? I don't know, but that would be very interesting to see. And what else was there in there? We got Wonder Woman in action.
Wonder Woman looked cool as hell.
That was awesome.
I was like, thank you, Wonder Woman. I was very happy.
I feel like, and this was another one that I talked to a buddy of mine about, this idea that because in the trailer Bruce Wayne says to Alfred, we've been doing this for 20 years, and how many times have we seen good men go bad?
Yeah.
Regarding why
how
he's
many are
Superman.
left, how many stayed that way.
Right, exactly. Yep. And so we were talking about it, and I think the whole Batman versus Superman fight might stem from here. We already have some kind of Justice League, and now Superman shows up, and it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, who's that?
And so now they're going to be kind of butting heads until they realize that there's a bigger problem afoot. Which I like the idea that there would be some, camaraderie already worked in.
Yeah.
And the fact that we see that Wonder Woman already exists.
Yeah.
And then we get a Wonder Woman movie.
Thank God. Thank God. Like, we're going to have... When was the last time, if ever, answer me this question, I might be overlooking something or someone, we had a female-led superhero movie? Or comic book movie? Is Wonder Woman the first?
It might be the first solo outing for a female superhero.
That's what I'm saying. I think it might be.
I mean, you had The Incredibles, kind of, but that was more of a team-up.
Yeah.
2 chicks, 2 dudes.
I'm saying, female by herself, chillin'. I think she's the first.
I think you're right.
I think I am. And then Marvel's gonna do Captain Marvel to rival that, but I think they pushed it back for the new Spider-Man, which...
They pushed everything back.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started about pushing Black Panther, Captain Marvel, push them aside for the third freaking Spider-Man movie. I didn't need that. Put him... Okay, this is one of the only times I'm going to get actually angry on the show. Put him in...
It only took 6 episodes.
Put him... This is 10, actually.
Oh, God.
Put him in Civil War and leave it the hell alone. That's all. I don't want another Spider-Man movie. And I probably won't see it.
The problem with that would be that because they had started filming Civil War for a while before they cast him, he's not going to be in there too heavily.
I don't care.
And so...
I don't care.
For fan service, they're going to put him in a movie.
I'd rather have a Falcon movie.
I did like the Falcon.
I'd rather have a Scarlet Witch movie. I'd rather have a Black Widow movie. I would rather have so many other things than a third Spider-Man movie. It makes... I mean, it's a moneymaker. People are going to pay to see it. I get it. But
I maintain
Captain
what I
Marvel
said.
Is going to be amazing.
I maintain what I said very early in the show. Spider-Man would work great as a Netflix series.
Absolutely. Give me that.
But
I threw my pen. I'm so
never
mad.
Do it. So,
I just don't want it.
We got sidetracked.
Wonder Woman looks absolutely awesome.
There's a little shot of somebody, kind of diving underwater.
Right.
And you see kind of a figure, the side of somebody's head he's going towards, so that... There's a little Aquaman shot, but that's all we get in the trailer. I'm
not sure if he'll be in it.
He is going to be very briefly, and the theory is that he's been captured by Lex Luthor. So he'll be in some kind of cage or containment when there might be this idea that Bruce Wayne tries to hack into LexCorp and shows up, and there's Aquaman in a cage.
Cool.
And that's what we see. Or maybe the Trident or something. But some kind of idea that Lex Luthor is aware of what's going on, and he's finding weaknesses for the superheroes, which is kind of similar to that storyline where Batman had a contingency plan for all of the members of the Justice League,
right?
And then Lex Luthor used it against all of them.
Yes.
So we could have some interplay there.
That could be cool.
There was one thing I didn't like in the trailer.
What?
We got a gunshot. We get a little kid screaming. We got a dude with a mustache dying.
Yeah.
I don't want another Batman origin.
I don't think it's going to be an origin. I think it might be a flashback or a dream or something.
Yeah. It seems a bit unnecessary.
I know we're not going to get an origin because this is more...
he's been doing it for 20 years. We're not going to go back and be like, this is how it all started.
Yeah,
but
it might be like a moment. I feel like
there's going to be a shoehorned conversation about I became Batman because...
Well, yeah, because, no matter what, you're going to have younger kids who this is their first Batman movie.
Yeah.
You gotta do something. Even though I really don't think this is the kind of movie that you should take kids to see. But young teenagers who were young when the Dark Knight trilogy came out,
who were too young for that. That was pretty.
This might be their first Batman. Because honestly, I'll be real with you, when the Dark Knight came out, that was my first Batman movie. Mm-hmm. And I had loved Batman for years, but I had never watched the movies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd watched the Michael Keaton ones and the Joel Schumacher ones.
I hadn't even seen them. I had seen them since, but I hadn't seen them.
Yeah, I had watched those, and I watched Batman Begins, and then I kind of put it on the wayside, and I kind of forgot that when The Dark Knight came out, there was Batman Begins.
Right.
Until I looked into it, I was like, oh, wait, this is the sequel to that one.
That's the exact same thing I did. I was like, oh, right. That's a thing.
And I feel like a lot of people went about it that way.
I mean, especially our age, just because, of the timing.
And given how we get this Batman 20 years in, I think we'll be getting some shout-outs to Oracle.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, my God.
Jenna Malone's been cast in the movie on an unspecified role. Some think she will be Carrie Kelly, Robin.
Okay.
Others, like myself, think maybe Oracle.
She is Oracle.
Which would be awesome.
I want an Oracle. I love our female Robin. I love that. Oh, my God.
But Carrie Kelly's a young Robin.
Exactly. That's
and Jenna Malone's too old to play that, but she could definitely do an Oracle.
Absolutely, she could. She could rock Oracle. Like, she's such a good actress.
And,
she could kill, she couldn't kill Oracle, but you know what I mean. Like, she could kill that role.
Not even the Joker could kill Oracle.
Oh my God, he tried. Holy crap!
We've got the Robin suit with the "You Let Your Family Die."
Not
"You Let Your Family." I keep mixing those up. There's the shot on the newspaper.
The newspaper says "You Let Your Family Die."
There's the one on the Robin suit that says "Jokes on you, Batman."
Jokes on you, Batman. Which I love.
Can we talk with this fan theory that
I love this fan theory, and that leads very nicely into Suicide Squad.
Because I think we'll get an introduction to the Joker as a character, maybe not visually, but there'll be some references to there's this guy menacing Batman, and the fact that Jason Todd existed and that Dick Grayson is probably the Robin that died. There was a shot of a behind-the-scenes thing where Ben Affleck was spotted in a graveyard set, and Dick Grayson's grave was in the open.
Okay.
So
Dick
that could be the Robin that died. And
I like it.
Meanwhile, the Joker tortured Jason Todd in a similar way to how he tortured Harley Quinn to become Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And
which is chilling in Suicide Squad trailer if you watch it.
Yes. And that
we'll get there.
This Joker is Jason Todd.
I love that.
Now, and I think that could be he's the second
he's the second Joker.
That explains a lot of the tattoos.
Yeah.
The J on the next to the I, which could be Jason, not just Joker.
Could be
and
Jason.
there's a little Robin tattoo on the arm.
He's got a Robin tattoo.
Yep.
It's there, people. So you can see the feathers on his upper arm, like inside of his bicep. You can see the feathers, and that's so sick.
I think that's kind of what happened. Was he was probably driven away by Bruce after Dick Grayson died.
Probably.
So we don't have a Nightwing. Presumably.
Yeah, which sucks. I love Nightwing. I wanted Nightwing.
But in doing so, you could imagine Jason Todd maybe goes out and tries to be Nightwing, gets captured by the Joker, and is,
defaced.
Totally, defaced, beaten to hell, and takes on the Joker mantle.
Which is something I never thought of, but when you sent me that, where'd you find that article?
It was linked to me from a guy I work with, he's coming on. He's going to be on the podcast.
Yeah,
he's going to come on. He's going to talk some shop with us.
We're working on getting a couple people on the podcast.
Yes, we are.
But we're not going to
this was from it was from Dorkly.com.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was by Tristan Cooper, and there's the picture of. Oh God! It just starts that header picture of Jared Leto as the Joker. It's just.
I mean,
but the metal,
the
metal inserts in the teeth, which show that this guy's probably gotten the shit beaten out of him.
Yep. Which is great.
It was a fan theory originally brought up on Reddit.
Right.
That this new Joker is Jason Todd.
Which, we'll throw a link in descriptions and stuff to this article because it's that cool, and I think everyone should read it.
It's such a cool idea, especially because you know how Jason Todd becomes Red Hood, and in The Killing Joke. Right before he became the Joker, pre-Joker was forced to take on the Red Hood mantle to do this robbery.
And Jared Leto has said several times that he's taking a lot of his part from The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
He's taking a lot of inspiration from The Killing Joke, which I haven't been able to find where at all, like in anything I've seen, until you brought me that article, and I was like, there he is.
Yeah.
I was like, that's where The Killing Joke comes in.
So there's a little bit of a link there, because that was an early Red Hood that was just, the Red Hood is an idea.
Exactly.
The Red Hood is not a figure, it's an idea of this gang that, pulls off these heists. And so the Red Hood, doesn't really matter who it is.
Right.
They are just involved.
Yeah.
But then the Red Hood becomes a figure after Jason Todd's supposed death.
Right.
And he comes back and he takes on
so it could just
the whole criminal underworld.
Just as easily be the Joker.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, it's so good. And then we'll get to see possibly the implication of that in Suicide Squad. Because now we'll presumably we'll understand kind of the history of Batman and the Batman family tree.
Right.
And
death of the family.
Right, and get an idea of, like, death of the family. If this stuff happened, look, there was Dick Grayson and he died, and there was Jason Todd and something happened to him, and maybe there'll just be an air of mystery around it.
And then Oracle.
And then, and then in Suicide Squad, we'll actually see Batman take the Joker down. And we'll see the Suicide Squad come together, and there will probably be shouts here and there to the Joker's past transgressions. And
well, I mean, he's going to be the villain, so
yes.
yeah, they'll throw that.
Oh my god! And then the laugh in the Suicide Squad trailer.
I had heard his laugh before, just because he's done it. He did it at a show because he's him, and he did the voice a little bit at a 30 Seconds to Mars show, so I saw that. I'm a member of the Echelon, like 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yes.
Huge fan base, / family. So I've seen that. That circulated really, really, really quick. But he improved it tenfold. Like, it's obvious that he was just giving us a taste.
I think he was working on it.
But, I mean, he would do, like, he would go on Vert, which is kind of like a chat, like a video chat kind of thing, where, you know, everyone can see him and he'd just be, you know, messaging to everybody, basically. And he, 2 or 3 days after it was announced that he was the Joker, he went on and he was not him, you know, and it was very obvious that he was showing us the Joker. And I can see where everything went, and it's just so cool. But that's not even what I really want to talk about with Suicide Squad. Obviously, the end with him, with "I'm not going to kill you, I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad." Which is a great line. They're going to put it on T-shirts.
I'm trying to get to the point in this trailer where he laughs. I just want to hear the laugh. That's all I want.
Okay.
I just need. I will listen to it all the damn time.
That's going to be good.
Oh, I love it. Oh, so God.
Damn.
It's going to be so menacing.
Can we talk about
everything?
The music choice.
Oh my God.
For this trailer. Haunting as hell. The lyrics are literally just like, the joke was on me.
Yeah, the joke was on me, and the joke was on me.
So, like, you hear it the whole trailer. The joke, like, I wish I could see that the joke was on me. And I'm like, okay, he's coming. And then there he was. But
there was a little shot of him after we see a panda shooting up a warehouse.
Yes.
Of him being led by armed guards.
Yes.
As well as some people dressed as Batman shooting up things, but not Batman himself, like with the white eyes Batman, and things.
I like the panda.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is that?
I'm intrigued.
But it's so Suicide Squad. Like, if you read those books, like, there's some stuff in there that you're like, what in the name of God?
I did, as far as like intercuts go, like usually I don't like a trailer that gives away too much, so I like this one just kind of teased some things. You got to see Killer Croc actually, like, in motion, and I love that look. You see Harley Quinn kind of in all 3 steps.
That is exactly what I need to talk about.
As the Doctor, as the cohort of the Joker, and as the Suicide Squad member.
As Suicide Squad member.
I like it. We got all 3 flavors of that.
I was not happy with the look of Harley Quinn at all. And we talked about why. So I'm not going to rehash that. But I was not a happy camper at all. And then this trailer came out, and I knew Margot was going to be amazing. Like I said earlier, like, knew she was going to be great. She gets the character, like, whatever. Seeing her in action, because I remember we saw it for the first time on your phone. You were like, I got it, and I was like crying, like the leaked version. And we thought her in the cell was Enchantress.
Yes.
And then I see it later. I watched it on my computer the next day, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
That is blonde hair.
Her doing the acrobatics in the cell.
Which is sick.
Are You the Devil?
I knew Are You the Devil was her. But, it's clearly a little bit different than what I'm used to with Harley, but
for a first time out,
the performance and the take on it is great, and I just love her being all, like, cute and quippy and, like, I hope you got insurance. And I'm like, I hear it with, like, the Paul Dini, like, the Batman the Animated Series, like, I hear it. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have the straight up, like, accent.
The Brooklyn accent.
She doesn't have the Brooklyn accent, but the elements are there.
Yes.
Like, it's clear that she's calling back to it. And, like, if there was a leaked thing that I heard that it was them in action, and it's not in the trailer. Something was, like, blowing up or whatever, and you hear her scream, "Keep up," in the background. Like, you just hear, clearly it's Margot Robbie, and it's Harley, and you can see it, and whatever. And she says, "Keep up," and she's got that Brooklyn accent. No, I almost cried.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to come out.
It definitely will. There were a lot of people that thought, like, oh, she doesn't sound Brooklyn enough, but I thought, you got a couple lines of dialogue.
3 lines. Like, that's not... I hope you've got insurance. Like,
that sounded
like she's got it.
Yeah.
Like, it's there, but it's not, like, obnoxious.
Especially with her chewing the bubble gum.
Oh, my God, the chewing of the bubble gum. And her little, huh?
Yeah.
Like, also, okay, we gotta talk about Captain Boomerang, because, shit. I can never remember this dude's name. I'm such a jerk.
Jai Courtney?
Yes.
Yeah. As
Captain Boomerang, he had one line, and I was like, that's Captain Boomerang! I was like, there he is! I was just so freaking happy. He's like, you know what they say about the crazy ones? And she's like, totally like, huh? Like, what? I was just like, yes!
I hope they give him some things to do, because from what I've seen of him in movies, he's been kind of like a cardboard figure.
Yeah, but
I'd like to see
he'll
him
do a lot,
something.
because Captain Boomerang is one of my favorites from Suicide Squad.
I'd be very interested just to see how everybody interacts and how it all plays out.
Yeah.
I like, a lot of people don't. A lot of people like Killer Croc as like just a strictly Batman villain who shows up every now and then. But I like him as a villain, and
yeah, I do too.
I find him to be totally different than a lot of the things you get, and the fact they can try and pull him off in this.
Yeah.
There's some depictions of him that are totally feral, and he just looks like a giant crocodile, like in Hush. He's totally mutated,
just crazy,
and, but there's others that he's more human and just cannibalistic, and this one seems to kind of play in the middle of that.
Right.
But I'm just really intrigued by him.
Yeah.
It's him and Victor Zsasz that I am really...
They're insane.
...captivated by as Batman villains.
They're great.
They're
really cool.
As far as, like, kind of B-roll villains go for Batman.
Right. Also, with this trailer, we got a good look at Enchantress.
Yes.
The actual Enchantress, not what we thought was
Not what we thought was
Enchantress.
Enchantress.
But the actual one, played by...
Because I was surprised by how much she was in that trailer before I realized it wasn't Enchantress. Like,
yeah, it wasn't.
Wow, they're featuring her pretty heavily.
Well, Kara... Oh my god, I'm going to butcher this poor girl's name, and I love her. I think it's Della Evangeline. I think that's how you say it.
That sounds good enough.
Sounds okay. But Kara. I'm going to call her Kara because I'm not going to destroy her last name. She's awesome. Like, as a model who is transitioning into, like, acting... She's doing really, really well for herself, and she's got some banging roles coming up. She's going to be in Paper Towns, which, you know, is great with the YA audience.
She's going to be in Pan.
Which, I don't want to talk about Pan.
She's going to be in now, and then Suicide Squad. I think it's Delevingne. I think it's a silent G.
It could be. It could be Delevingne. We're going to look it up. You know us. We'll get it right next time.
Cara Delevingne.
I think so. But
according to Wikipedia, Cara Delevingne. Delevingne.
Okay, I don't know why I'm putting, like, extra syllables.
Well, because it's Delevingne.
Okay.
So it's theoretically possible to read it as Della... What you thought think it was?
Someone told me it was Della Evangeline.
Della Evangeline, yeah.
Someone told me that's what it was, and I was like, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but I think it's Delevingne.
And what's funny is it was someone in entertainment who told me that.
Well...
Like, someone... I'm not going to say who, but someone who's, like, a professional, like, in entertainment was like... It's totally Della Evangeline. I'm like, I don't know about that, so I'm going to trust you, but
some of us can surreptitiously Google things while we're on the air.
Yeah, I know.
Not all of us have that luxury, but since we're not on camera, I can just do that.
Delevingne. Okay. But she looks great. I think she's gonna kick some butt. And Katana looks awesome, too. Mm-hmm. And I'm thrilled that we've got several ladies. And Amanda Waller.
Yes.
Like, oh my god,
Who's
that is
so
one of the
intriguing to
best
watch.
casting choices I've seen.
Viola Davis, holy crap.
She's gonna kick some butt.
Oh.
She's absolutely gonna kick some butt. And I love that character. I love the complexity of her. So we've got several leading ladies in this film that are just gonna kick absolute butt. Wasn't sure about Will Smith as Deadshot.
All right.
Wasn't sure, but I'm buying it more.
I don't know. I like that they're going to give him the mask and the full suit.
Yeah.
But he just seems to be Will Smith playing Will Smith as he tends to be.
Right. I mean, it's a trailer. Like, we honestly didn't see much of him.
We didn't.
We really didn't. So I'm not... But, like, the line that he has, like, we're the Patsies.
Yeah.
We're the Suicide Squad. I was like, of course he's going to name drop the movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, I want to give it a shot. You know what I mean?
I'm absolutely, I'm going to do what I can to buy him.
Yeah, exactly.
My thing is just, it looks like all these people are going to disappear into their roles. You've got Adewale totally, like, visually disappearing into Killer Croc. You've got Margot Robbie is going to be Harley Quinn. Like, be Harley Quinn. Jared Leto is going to be the Joker.
But he is the Joker. He's no one else right now.
Will Smith is going to look like Will Smith.
Will Smith playing Deadshot.
That's going to be difficult for me.
But I'm hoping when he puts the mask on, he'll disappear into it a little bit more.
Yeah, and have some fun with it.
But again, we only saw him deliver like one or two lines.
Right.
Like,
that's why I'm not writing it off yet. I hate being the person that's like, oh no, it's going to be terrible right off the bat. Because there's a lot of naysayers who will, look at Jared Leto news. Look at Heath Ledger news on Joker. There's just the naysayers came out in full force until we saw it happen.
And, I mean, there's still those people who are uncomfortable with Jared as the Joker, which is fine. He's got an uphill battle. He always did against Heath. And Heath had the same thing as well.
If he's Jason Todd,
that's going to be
God
insane.
Bless the writers for giving him that to work with.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. But even if he's not.
I know.
Even if he's not, Jared's going to kick its butt. This dude, we cannot forget, this dude is an Oscar-winning method actor. Mm-hmm. He is going about it the same way Heath did. He's method as hell, And Heath had not really done that amount of method acting before.
No, he hadn't.
But Jared is used to it.
I was like, the guy from A Knight's Tale? Really?
Jared throws himself into literally everything he's ever done.
He put on 60 pounds to play John Lennon's killer.
And he
lost all of the existing weight to play, what was the character's name in Dallas Buyers Club?
Rayon.
Yes.
He's lost insane amounts of weight several times. There's a really, really famous picture. If you just Google Jared Leto and look at the images, there's a photo. It's back to back. He's literally emaciated. You could see it's like his ribs and then it goes in. His stomach goes in more.
Jesus Christ.
And you could see his spine and everything. And then next to it is him at plus 40 pounds. Playing John Lennon's killer. And it's oh my god, this guy doesn't screw around. And that's years ago. That's before he did Rayon. But this guy is just known to throw himself completely into everything he does, whether it's the band or whether it's a role. He just completely embraces every ounce of what he's given and magnifies it.
And there's a couple more movies of his that I would like to see that I haven't, like Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody's insane.
I would like to see that.
Great film.
I would recommend, because you haven't seen Requiem for a Dream, have you?
I haven't, but...
I recommend watching it exactly once and never watching it again, because it's
it'll screw you up.
Super heavy.
I've heard that. That's why I've been putting it off.
But it is so good. You have to be in kind of the right mindset to watch it and sit down and go through that.
Exactly.
It's insane to watch, but he is terrific, and that's 16 years ago.
Exactly. The dude kicks butt.
He's been doing this forever.
I have total faith in him.
I was first aware of him in Lord of War playing Nick Cage's brother.
There he is.
And even in that, I was like, this guy's good. I like him.
He's just good. He's got a lot of haters and stuff, and people who are like, oh my god, Jared Leto's best acting role is his band. And I'm like, you're a jerk. You're just such a jerk.
Because people are afraid of anything that has some kind of fanboy, fangirl following.
Yeah. And he's basically the equivalent of a cult leader, but he's just not asking anything of us.
You guys call yourselves the Echelon. That's
it's
pretty much a cult.
There's shirts that say, yes, this is a cult. Yeah. We call each other brothers and sisters. Like,
yeah, at least you guys are open about it.
It's a thing, but like we're just not performing satanic rituals and
Thank God.
not actually drinking the Kool-Aid and whatever. But
Speaking of which, you need to watch Silicon Valley season 2.
There you go.
One of the characters is a Satanist. It's hilarious.
Nice. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else in Suicide Squad that we need to unpack, or Batman versus Superman.
I don't even know.
I don't think there's much. I mean, it just looks great.
All we can say are the red capes are coming, and I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad.
Oh, my God.
And just leave it at that.
What's rough is he's got, like, songs that basically say that.
Yeah.
And they're, like, that's all I'm going to hear now. Because I'm just going to hurt you. Like, he's got a line in one of the songs, like, I punish you with pleasure and pleasure you with pain. And all I'm going to hear is, I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad. That's all I'm going to hear from now on, and,
I didn't expect to be that scared of him. And
I'm not.
The second he did that,
scared, right?
I was fucking terrified.
Well, the image of Harley laying on that table with, like, the strap, like, in her mouth, like, freaking the hell out, and that's exactly when he delivers that line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can put it together. And knowing that he's doing that and saying that to Harley.
And creating a disciple.
Basically, I was just... And then you see her, like, there, and then you see her in his car. And you're like, what the hell? Like, you see that it's going to be a lot. He's going to do a lot to her. And I'm really excited to see it.
I'm actually really happy with, putting it... When you put it that way, the beat to the trailer follows. It's going to be their story.
Yeah.
Which, because in the original, the cast photos, the announcements and things, it seemed like they were listing Will Smith as the top, and like Floyd Lawton was going to be the leader of the Suicide Squad. Which
he is supposed to be, but he doesn't do it well.
I think he's gonna. I'm kind of excited to see like Will Smith be a supporting character to
this
Margot story
Robbie.
Of Harley Quinn versus and with the Joker.
Yeah, which is her entire storyline all the time. Like,
yeah.
It was in the most recent... This is really funny. The most recent Harley Quinn issue, there was a dream that Harley was having. And she was a pirate. This sounds ridiculous, but it was so cool. And they're yelling obscenities at each other. The Joker is the captain of an opposing ship.
Oh, my God.
And she's like captain of a ship. And they're calling each other names and yelling obscenities at each other for literally 2 pages. And I literally said it out loud. I was like, I'm going to flip the page and they're going to be making out. And I flipped the page and they're kissing. And I was like, there it is! I was like, they yell at each other and they make out. And they yell at each other and they make out. And he slaps her across the face and she kicks him in the groin. And then they make out more. And it's like so screwed up in every way, but it's so fun to watch. And I have a feeling that that's exactly what this movie's going to show us. Like, we're going to be laughing, and then we're going to be like, whoa.
I hope there's that sense of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of that was a heavy trailer.
Heavy trailer. But I think it's going to be like,
which they're
having fun.
Yes.
And we're going to be like, oh my God.
Because, it's going to be hard to stomach it. Yeah. It's going to be kind of unsettling. Definitely. Which I'm looking forward to. I like it's going to set itself apart from the other superhero movies that we've got.
Definitely.
It's going to have some depth and some consequence.
Right.
Oh, man. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, we ran a little long, but we had a lot to get through.
I was away for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Come on, like...
We had a lot to go through.
Just take a breather. Forgive me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to go away for a week.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week, though. So.
As we always are.
But I'll be checking in on the news and whatever we're going to do. We'll figure it out. We'll have something fun to talk about.
Well, you're not leaving the country, so we can...
I'm not leaving the country, thank God.
We'll be in
I'm not leaving the East Coast.
So...
I'm going to Virginia.
That's right.
Yay.
Enjoy that. It's going to be hotter than hell.
Yeah, actually.
It already is hot.
Over 90 degrees a day.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be really fun.
It's mucky, man.
Yeah, but I need it. So, says the girl who has no, full-time job and... Whatever.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Well.
All right. So this has been Nerd Jersey. I'm Nicole Herview.
I'm Alex Bonds.
Reminding you always to wear your nerd jersey with pride.